Algorithmic trading absolutely changed it for forever, dude. I wonder what Jim Simons would be doing if he had Claude Code here. He'd probably be coding. I think this is the biggest opportunity in the world. If you are a trader, if you're not a trader, I don't really suggest getting into trading, but if you're a trader, you must automate it. So let me just show you some things it can do. You know, it's built out these couple bots here that have been running here 24/7 for me, and they're looking pretty good on the metrics that I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and build in some sort of ATR, average true range, into both of these bots. And essentially what I'm trying to figure out here is a way to see what the average true range is, and then if it's deviating outside of the average true range, meaning in the last 60 minutes it's been, and make that a variable, make all of these variables in the last 60 minutes, if it's too far outside of our average true range, then we want the bot to close all positions and just be paused and not take any new positions. So this goes for both of the bots here. I'll connect both of them below. But the reason behind this, just so you can understand and help me build this, is in times of high volatility, I don't think these strategies do as well. So I essentially want the bots to be paused when the volatility is too high, whether it's to the upside or the downside. If it is paused, then we will not put the test orders in. As you can see, both of these bots use direction, strength, and test orders. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect both of them. So Claude Code here changes the world, changes the world of algo trading for sure. Let's get it. WebSocket, direction, strength, WebSocket, okay. And then we're also going to say Pacifica, direction, strength, WebSocket. After implementing, please go ahead and explain it perfectly for me, and we'll go ahead and move from there. All right, so that's a huge thing, and I think that's going to do really well because essentially it looks to do better in non-volatile periods. Seven 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 Rico, good to see you. Elanado 777 Art JP, good to see you, fam. Okay, good. This is here as well if we need a second Claude Code. So with Claude Code, you can have multiple running at the same damn time. At the same damn time. And then I want to add something else to this actually. All right, let's do it here. Matter of fact, a Pacifica WebSocket at extended It's actually direction at direction. Strength WebSocket. I want you to build 2 new bots here. Name them something like this, but add trending onto them, to the names. And essentially these new bots will take what's working here in these two and duplicate them, but then add in a new feature where it's looking at the ATR, and if it is outside of the ATR, I might just add it to this one. Let's go ahead and read through it. So you can see Dr. Datadog, I've successfully implemented ATR-based volatility filtering in both bots. Here's exactly how it works. What is ATR? Average true range. ATR measures the average price volatility over a period. It considers current bar's high minus low, current high minus previous close, and current low minus previous close for gap downs. So current high minus previous close or gap downs. The maximum of these 3 values is the true range for that bar. We average those over 60 minutes to get the ATR. ATR look back minutes 60. ATR multiplier pauses if range is 2x above the ATR. Volatility check interval 60 seconds. Minutes ATR bars needs at least 30 minutes to calculate a reliable ATR. It fetches 60 minutes of 1 minute candles from Binance, calculates ATR from these 60 pair bars, compares last 5 minutes of price actions to the 60 minute ATR. If recent 5 minute range is bigger than 2x ATR, market is considered too volatile. Example, if ATR is 500 and the price move is 1200 in the last 5 minutes, pause 3 protection points before test orders. Volatility too high. During position monitoring, volatility too high. What you'll see. So, okay. So what I want it to do is when the volatility is too high, I want it to cancel and close all orders, cancel all orders, close all orders. And then I want it to sleep for X minutes, put that as a variable and put it for both the bots. And for now, it'll be sleep for 30 minutes. And then it can run again. Essentially, this will make it so it closes all positions, cancels all orders, and then it just pauses for 30 minutes. It's not even going to look at data, nothing. Make sure that variable's in minutes, not seconds, because I'm a human. Do it for both bots. Thank you. Let's also decrease the ATR multiplier to 1.5 instead of 2 to make it more conservative. Now let's create a function to handle volatility triggered shutdown and extended. I'll modify both bots to cancel orders, close all positions, and sleep for 30 minutes when high volatility is detected. I think this is going to be really good. Okay, here we go. So let's see what it says. Complete ATR volatility filter with 30-minute pause. So let's go ahead and check it out. Direction strength here. Replacement. Okay. Cool down time, seconds, test order, timeout. Minimum ATR bars, volatility pause minutes. Okay. So ATR multiply decreased to from 2 to 1.5. It's more conservative now. New variable volatility pause minutes easily changeable. Complete shutdown cancels all orders, closes all positions, then sleeps when high volatility is detected. High volatility shutdown, canceling all orders. Okay. Countdown continues every 5 minutes. Volatility pause complete. Resuming normal operation. 3 trigger points. Before test orders. Before position monitoring, emergency exit. Okay. Regular checks every 60 seconds during normal operation. Cancels all orders. Closes all positions with aggressive taker prices. Sleeps for 30 minutes. Completely idle. No API calls. No data check-in. Shows countdown every 5 minutes so you know it's still alive. Automatically resumes after the pause period. Configuration for both bots. ATR multiplier equals 1.5. Volatility pause equals 30. Why this helps: no trading during news events. Protects capital. Reduces API load. All right, let's go ahead and see how it does. I'm going to close this. Run it back. High volatility initiated. Okay, looks like we got a bug on this first one. Looks like a bug on this Pacifica one. Okay, so what was the bug? No position, pausing for 30 minutes. Price range exceeds this. So threshold 1.5x ATR. Recent range in 15 minutes. And I wanted to build the ATR based off of 2 hours of data, if possible. 1 hour is not going to be enough. 2 hours of data, get the average true range, and then can you refresh me on what it's looking at for the new range? Maybe write that in the print a little better. It says threshold 1.5x ATR, recent range, but what is recent? How many minutes is that? Okay, so let's go ahead and use Claude to fix this one first. What you think, Jimmy? Time delta not in there. I'll fix the import error and improve the ATR calculation within 2 hours of data to make it more clear. Dun 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 dun. Now update the extended bot as well. Same improvements, thank you. Maybe she made new bots though. No, 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 no. On the extended one, I keep having these errors. Essentially, you can see it's taking profit here at 2.32%, but the take profit is much different than that in the actual code. So that's a little weird. Okay, I just had that bug. Okay, so perfect, Doctor. I've made all the changes. Time delta's fixed. Look back's 120 now. Needs at least 1 hour of data before calculating. Now the output will be much clearer. Recent range 5 minutes. Volatility 2.3. Threshold 1.5. What is comparing average true range over the last 2 hours? Recent range. The low to high in the last 5 minutes. Okay, beautiful. New variable. Volatility pause. Let's give it 5 minutes. I see the issue. The bot starts placing TP orders when P&L reaches 50% of the target, 2% when target is 4%. These orders are placed as maker orders at current bid ask, which can fill immediately. Only placing TP orders when it's much closer. Nah, wait till it's at 100% of the TP or stop loss. But it was placing stop loss or take profit orders, TP orders at 2%, which is 50%. So that makes me think, is smaller TP better? I need to test that. Test 2 TP with SL. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, perfect. I've updated both bots so they only place TPs when it's 100%, 4% of your case, not before. Okay, great. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this works now. It's ATR here. So recent range exceeds the 49. Pausing for 30 minutes. When it says pausing for 30 minutes, it should be pausing for X minutes because I actually changed it to 5 minutes, but it shouldn't be getting the maybe it has to get the bid and ask because it's still on WebSocket. So just change it to be whatever the variable is in minutes. It should pass it through. So, I changed it to 5 on the Pacifica and it still shows 30. Okay, sick, dude. So that's gonna be great. That's sketch actually. Fudge. I should have made these new bots. And I see extended was already changed to 5 minutes in line 86. Oh, okay, my bad. Let's change both the 2x ATR as well. NAFTA, what's up, dude? When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. I like that. Sure, Dr. Datadog, what values would you like me to change them to? 2x ATR for both. And then also, let's go ahead and see if this one works. It's in a cooldown right now. So recent range is 142, exceeds the 49. Jimmy! Pausing for 5 minutes. We'll resume at 9:11. Done. Both are 2x multiplier. Okay, so 49 here. See if this opens it up a bit. So exceeds the 66 recent range. So I guess the recent range is too volatile. Let's see how it looks. Let's go to BTC here. 1 minute. I mean, how are you doing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kill this one and see what it looks like here. Exceeds recent range is 98, exceeds the 66. So it's gonna sleep for 5 minutes. And if I change that to can you double check your recent range and ATR? Just double check on both bots that it's set up perfectly correct. And that our calculations on recent range is correct. Doesn't seem too volatile out there right now, so you can see a screenshot of the market. So I'm just questioning it a little bit. So 2 hours here. You can see that the low to high here in this screenshot is like 320 something, which is a little different than our average true range. Tell me the difference between the average true range and the low to high, and why one might be better to use than the other, and how we got a true range here of $124, 124.94, a recent range of 66.34, and a recent range of 124. Okay, I'm curious about that because it doesn't seem too volatile right now. What I'm trying to avoid are big shocks, big trends. The chart shows a range of 329.4 points over 2 hours, 125 bars. Let me check the ATR calculation. Okay, let's go ahead and see it. Let me explain the key differences and potential issues. ATR versus simple range. Key differences. Simple range, what your chart shows, is 329 points. Just the highest high minus the lowest low over the period. One single measurement for the entire 2 hour period shows the total movement. average of individual bar ranges over time. Each 1 minute bar might have a range of 500 to 100 points. ATR averages those individual ranges, accounts for gaps between bars. Why ATR shows 66 while true range is 329. ATR is the average 1 minute bar range, which is 66 points per minute. Over 2 hours, price can drift much further, 329 total. Think of it like walking speed versus total distance. You walk 3 miles per hour ATR. After 2 hours, you've gone 6 miles total range. The problem with our recent range calculation, our recent range, 24 points in 5 minutes, is calculated as high of the last 5 bars minus the low of the last 5 bars. This is cumulative range, not average. Why this might trigger false positives. When we compare 5 minute cumulative range, 124 versus 2 hour average per bar range, 66, we're comparing apples to oranges. A better approach, compare like to like. Thank you, dude. 5 minute ATR, average of 5 bars, compared to the 2 hour ATR. There we go. Use cumulative ranges for both 5 minute total range versus 2 hour. Use per minute averages. Let me fix this by comparison, making the comparison more appropriate. Let me update the comparison display. Let me fix the error message as well. Now, let me update the extended bar with the same fixies. So recent range, okay, exceeds the recent ATR. Okay, so now we're actually comparing ATR to ATR. Beautiful. Fix, here's what was wrong with and what was corrected. The problem, we were comparing cumulative range, 124 points over 5 minutes, to average bar range, 66 points per bar. This is comparing total distance traveled to walking speed, completely different measurements. The fix, now we calculate and compare ATR to ATR, apples to apples. Long-term ATR, average range per 1 minute bar over 2 hours. Recent ATR, average range per 1 minute bar over last 5 minutes. Compare if recent ATR is over 2x ATR, long-term ATR. New display, volatility check, long-term ATR, 120 minutes, 66.34 bar per bar. Recent ATR, 5 minutes, 85 per bar. Cumulative, 125. Threshold, 2.0. Why this is better? Wonderful. Did you update it in both of the bots? Thank you. Yes, Dr. Datadog is done on both of them. Fix ATR calculation, comparing apples to apples. Fix ATR calculation, comparing apples to apples on the extended as well. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like now. Skipping test orders. Normal volatility. Pause if recent ATR is over 66. Cumulative recent ATR is 1290 for the 5 minute bars. Recent cumulative range 43. Volatility ratio, threshold, decision. Okay, now that we're set apples to apples, we can go ahead and make both of them 1.5x and make these prints a little more clear. We just want to compare the average true range over 2 hours versus the average true range in the 5 minutes. I think there's too much printing out here, volatility ratio, etc. So trading allowed in this error here. Let's go ahead and make sure it works here on this other one. Trading allowed. Same exact thing, perfect. So recent 26, long-term ATR 33. Beautiful. Pause if ATR is over 67. actually really indecisive here. Sorry. Actually, let's go ahead and keep it at the 2x ATR multiplier for both of them. I mean, I got it. I can just change it right here, dude. But why not? Two x ATR is fine because that will catch. So, and also, can you explain to me, will this go ahead and keep us out of the market in times that there's a huge trending move, whether up or down? Do you think this is the absolute best way to do that? Don't change any code here, but just talk to me about this. Essentially, what I'm trying to stay away from is trading big trends, like breaking out or breaking down. Okay, sick, dude. Also, for both bots, please put in the ATR volatility filter parameters, ATR filter as true, and it will work exactly how it does now. It will essentially filter based off the ATR. But if we set it to false, then it will just set everything back to regular. We won't even look at the ATR filtering. Keep current ATR check for volatility. Add directional check. 5-minute price change over X. Add conservative bar check. Consecutive bar check. These are good ideas. And what I wanted to do when it does capture a time that we're trending and above the ATR, but trending either up or down, I want it to go ahead. If we're trending up, I want it to take a long position. Only take long positions, essentially. So if it's trending upward, I want you to make two new bots, and this will be called trend. Instead of pausing the whole bot, essentially we will still put the test orders in, and if the trend is showing the trend is moving upward, and the two test orders are placed, and then the ask fills, then we would go long because the test orders would show that there's buy pressure and the trend is also showing a buy, then we go long. But if the bid filled first and our trend is showing upwards and the bid fills, then we would just do nothing and we would, do our cool down period. Same thing with shorts. So if the trend is looking downward based off of these new things you recommended, then it will still put the test orders in, unlike these two bots with the ATR. It'll still put the test orders in, but if it's trending down and then the bid fills, then it'll put a short in because that means there's sell pressure. But if the ask fills, it'll just go to the cool down. So we're going to make two new bots based off of this, name them the same thing, but underscore trend on them. So these will be two brand new bots that will be, you won't change these first two that we've been working on. We'll make these two new ones. So I'll have one that can do the exact same strategy as these two, but now with your new ideas of capturing some alpha in those trends as well. We'll use the same take profit, stop losses, all that good stuff. Please ask any questions just so we can make sure that we're on the same page about these new two bots. I think that's going to be fire, bro. Damn, dude. Hate when that happens. I like this idea. So I want you to make two new bots. And the difference between these two new bots, they're going to be exact duplicates. Right now, these two bots we've been working on, they pause when the ATR of the 5 minutes is too big. They pause 100%. These new bots will use your ideas to identify if it's trending upward or downward in this time of, hey, the ATR is too big. Okay, now we identify, is it trending upward or downward? If it's trending upward, then we still put in those test bids, those test bid and ask. And if it's trending upward and the ask test fills, that means there's bullish pressure and it's trending upward. So we would take the long. But if the bid filled, then we would just go into the cool down. Now, same thing with the other way. If, in these past two bots, they would typically shut down. Now we're not shutting down. We're seeing, okay, well, it's out of the ATR. Which way is it trending? If it's trending down, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in the test orders again and see the bid and the ask. And if the bid fills first this time, that means there's sell pressure and our trend is going down. So we would take a short immediately. So these are two new bots that are different in the way that these ones aren't going to pause. They're going to be like, oh, it's out of our range, but it's trending this way. Let's go put the test orders in and see if the test orders say we should long or short. If it's trending down and the bids fill, okay, we can short. But if it ask fills and it's trending down, we're just going to pause, do our cool down, our regular 5-minute cool down. Ask any questions you have so we can make sure these two new bots are perfect. Okay, so sick, dude. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. Both bots now have the ATR filter toggle. Okay. So it's set to true. Monitors every 60 seconds. Pauses trading if 5-minute ATRs over 2x. Off. Okay. Perfect. So now she's going to make two new bots. So we got 2 done today, fam. 2 done. 2 million to go. ATR filter on this can turn to false if we want to revert to 10-2. Okay, excellent idea, Dr. Datadog. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. New bot logic, trend following mode. When ATR spikes, okay, perfect. Instead of pausing, we identify trend direction, up or down, over the last 5 minutes. Place test orders, same small bid ask, take positions only if they align with the trend. Uptrend detected. Test order placed, ask bid. Ask fills, there's buy pressure. Take long. Yes. Perfect. My question is trend detection method. Should I use simple compare current price to 5 minutes ago? Yes, use current price compared to 5 minutes ago. Also use the SMA on the 1 minute to see if we're above, it's trending upward. If it's below, it's trending downward. Trend threshold. What counts as trending? Any movement up or down, or need minimum of like 100 in a move? Trending will be outside of that ATR. So if it's the 2x ATR, then it's trending one way or the other usually. File names. What should we call these new bots? Call the new bots the same thing, but underscore trend at the end. Or actually, what you named them above is fine. Pacifica trend strength. Position sizing will be the same. Take profit, stop loss will be the same. This is brilliant because it turns high volatility from weakness into an opportunity, trading with the trend when momentum is strong, but still using test orders to confirm the pressure direction matches the trend. Should I start with duplicating the current bots and then modifying the new logic? Yep, exactly. Go ahead and duplicate the current bots and then implement the new logic. Thank you. Okay, and while she's doing that, I'm going to get these two set up here, Jimmy. All right, so I'm going to kill these two. Okay. Make sure I don't have any positions here, which I do. Okay. And then also need to check extended here. Make sure I don't have any positions here. Okay, perfect. So what I want to go ahead and do now is track these. Okay, that one's tracked. Let's go ahead and track this one. Better and better every day, dude. Better and better every day. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now I need to copy these two over there. Dun dun. Dun dun. Compacting convo at this time. Okay, buddy. Dun dun. Oh, wrong one. I'm excited for these two. Pacifica. Here's the start amount, end amount. Perfect. Now let me update the to-do list. Let's say these ones are on deck, dude. Insert below. Couple more here. Insert below. On deck. Trend. Direction with trend. So you can see how quickly I'm able to build these bots out, dude. 45 minutes, I'm on my fourth one. So let's read through this to make sure everything works. Okay, so it's using the strength still. So Pacifica strength trend. Let me go ahead and get that one here. Then the extended strength trend. We'll get that there. These are on deck. So next up, for those that don't know about track, gotta run more. Let us not give up meeting together every day. I'll be here every day. I've successfully created 2 new trend following bots that trade with trends during high volatility. Pacific Trend Strength WebSocket.py. Extended Trend Strength WebSocket.py. Trend detection uses 5-minute price change plus 20-minute SMA. Price is up 50 in the past 5 minutes and above the SMA. Price is down 50 in the last 5 minutes and below the SMA. Neutral. Perfect. Volatility response. Instead of pausing during high volatility, the bots now check for trend direction. Uptrend plus buy pressure. Ask fills long. Perfect. This is great. I'm going to copy this here and put them into the notes because these are on deck. Beautiful. And now I think I can run these 2 other ones here. Pacifica. Okay. And then also high volatility shutdown. Recent ATR is 168. High volatility shutdown. Let's go ahead and look at that recent volatility. Yeah. Okay. That's fair, dude. 290 something. Okay, sick. This is just gonna sit. It's gonna sit and be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. It's gonna sit and be patient. Okay, what I want to look through for Pacifica, I need to identify what my main functions are, as I am going to be showing these to my team here soon today. Can you give me all the files needed for the direction strength Pacifica bot and point me towards the important functions where they are, like buy, sell, look at position, etc. Essentially, I just need to get those files so I can look them over real quick, as I'm gonna teach them, and I want to show the main functions, like get WebSocket, all that good stuff. Yeah, so just point me to those files. I think it's nice funks, but I'm not entirely sure, as we've been building a lot here. I don't want to be like providing a strategy or anything like that, so I'm just really looking for the infrastructure. Don't code anything, just point me. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through this. For Pacifica Strength Bot, here are the key files and their important functions. Get position, position checking, place test orders, order placement. Pacifica API wrapper. Real-time order book streaming. Bid ask, price updates, reconnection logic. Position management, returns position status, size. These files all contain infrastructure. Can you build me a file that is called Pacifica main functions with all of those functions, the main functions we use, so I can just teach one file? Just call it Pacifica main functions and have it essentially have all the functions needed in there. And then at the bottom, which we can mark out and on, we'll have it go ahead and have calls so I can show it off, right? So like we can show stream in the bid ask price. We can say have it get position. We can have it place a buy bid, a sell ask. We can have it cancel orders. We can have it then put a market order in, and then it can close that order. So it'll show closed positions. It'll show obviously monitor positions. It will obviously show the cancel position. It'll show the get account equity. And then of course, and then the Pacifica API wrapper, all that. Let's get it all into one file, and then I can run it here and make sure it works. And from there, we'll have a one nice teaching file that actually runs, and then anybody can take and build anything. The only thing we will not put in that file is any of my ENV stuff. We'll call the ENV, sure. And you can put like an example of what the ENV would look like. Don't put my actual keys in that ENV, but you could put that ENV example in the notes at the top. Make this short, concise, no fluff. No fluff, but all the functions needed. Thank you. Okay, let's see what she does here. This is going to be Slick Rick. I've been wanting to build these trenders, dude, so I'm excited. Da, na, 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 na. If you want to learn all this, dude, join the boot camp. I'll show you step by step how to automate your trading. Even if you've never coded before, I'll show you everything, dude. There's a link in the description below, and that's where I teach exactly how to automate your trading. If you're a trader right now, I strongly urge you to automate it so you get out of your head and you don't have to stare at the charts. Staring at the charts is gonna get you wrecked. Go ahead and click the link in the description. Join the bootcamp. 100% money back guarantee. A lot of people who joined the bootcamp, dude, are sitting on these too, dude. That's crazy. Because I was one of the first to start building for Hyperliquid. And if you were building with me, dude, you got airdropped a fat bag. Fat bag. So, okay, let's go ahead. I've created the Pacific main functions, a complete teaching file with all the core infrastructure, core classes, all API functions. So what's this called? Pacifica main functions here. Pacifica main functions. Beautiful. So you put your API key in like this, your secret like this, your passphrase like this. Pacifica passphrase. Is that facts, bro? Let's go look at it. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just a DJ in my room, bro. Just in my bedroom. It's API key, Pacifica API key, and Pacifica private key, dude. Thank you. I think you have the ENV set up a little incorrectly though. The You don't need to look at my ENV. I just grabbed my we actually call it's the Pacifica private key and the Pacifica API key. So update that part. Don't look at my ENV, please. Olanado, what up, bro? 777 to you, fam. Fixed. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and see how this works. Um, so I'm gonna be teaching this later here today. So at noon. Okay, Pacific API key. And let's go look at it. The bottom here. Okay, 300 lines of code. So you can see initialize API. Okay. And that would go to API wrapper, I believe. Can you confirm that this file is now all just one file? I think it is, but I just don't want you to confirm it. But I want you to confirm it. Yes, I can confirm that Pacifica all in one file. Let's get it. So when it's putting in the bids and the asks, make sure there's sleep in between each of those. So like 5 seconds, put the bids in, the asks in, and then it'll cancel those after 5 seconds. And make sure the printouts are real clean. And when it puts the market orders in, make sure that's clean and sleeps in between and then closes it, etc. So this will be a good file I can run at the start, then show everybody how to use all the functions. Yes, 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 y'all. Perfect, clean, clear output. Let's get it. And then let's change the size and leverage. Put those as variables at the top. Let's put it at $1 size right now with 10x leverage. So that functionality to change the leverage on Pacifica is not available actually. So let's just put the size up there and we'll put it at $1 for now. Or just hard code it. Just hard code the $1 size for these tests. I didn't say all right, but all right. All right, all right, all right. Dun 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 dun. Colorado in the hot house. Dollar radio in the hot house. Okay, test size USD. Okay, let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. Oh, wait. Something happened. Don't save. And then let's go to Pacifica main functions here. Let's go run that up. Getting account equity, so it's not working. You can see it's not working to get the account equity. Do it whatever we do and these other bots do because they work. $25 minutes ago, 57 minutes ago. Slowing down, slowing down. 777, make it happen. Just make it happen. Stop capping and make it happen. Yeah, update the teaching file so it uses the proper Solana signing. It's okay if it's more complex, it just needs to work. Lollygagging. Okay, perfect. Now the CG file works. Okay, account equity, subscribe to order book data, stream prices for 5 seconds. Got this error, plus I did not see the streaming of prices for 5 seconds. Yo, Mo, long time no see, bro. Good to see you, dog. Looks like the streaming didn't work. I didn't see any of the prices coming in. Also, I didn't put any orders in or show any feedback there. I mean, how long is this bot? I just don't have too much time today. Pacifica, direction, strength, WebSocket. I can't show this whole bot today, dude. That's gonna take far too long. Da, da, da. Great. So those are working, as you can hear. Hmm. All right. For the Pacifica direction strength WebSocket, what is the file with the most important functions? Pacifica nice funks. Am I using the Pacifica nice funks a lot in the this bot as well? The Pacifica direction strength WebSocket .py.
Why has Chandler disappeared from Mr. Beast's videos? The worst part is that he's losing millions of...
Extensively. Okay, I'm just going to use that file then. Is that file dependent on any other files? Soldiers, base, ENV. Okay, great. Great, dude. So I'm just going to use that file because that's a better file anyways. It's got my real nice functions. Nice func specifica. So that leverage doesn't work. Get funding rate, get K lines, get 24-hour stats, close position. Does it have open position on here? Sign message, make request, get account info, get balance, get order book levels, get bid ask, place limit order. Perfect. Place buy. Okay. So that's gonna be a good thing to show here at noon for the inner circle. Inner circle is Pacifica file at top. And speaking of that, I want to go ahead and update the bootcamp with a new video. So I've got here day 61. Should be month 5. So let me go ahead and update that actually. Permissions here. There we go. Okay, so that was last week's video. I'm moving a little slow. Day 61, Aster infrastructure. Aster exchange infrastructure. Okay, let's go ahead and post that in there. Beautiful. What was 60? Okay. And then I don't know if I put it in here or what. Let's go look at it. Quant elite code. Yep. I didn't. So where did I put that? Aster. Okay, so a lot of said they may work in Aster exchange, get request to the API, get price. I know what's in there. I'm still using Claude code, by the way. I don't know. Okay, so this is actually in the members area. Let's go type in Aster infrastructure. Da, 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 da. Download, download, download. Okay. And then I'm gonna put those uploaded up in here. Day 60, whatever. 61. Here's the code. Perfect. Okay, so I got the code and Aster set up here. So that's on day 61 because people have been asking for it and I've just been moving a little slower than usual. It's a lot of good things going on here, dude. A lot of things to be chasing. A lot of games to be playing. A lot of games to be playing, a lot of be chasing. Okay, I like this little volatility shutdown. One thing I do notice here is we have a double shutdown essentially. Pacifica strength here. I'm just gonna put it as a volatility shutdown of 2 minutes. I'm gonna do that for both of them here. Extended. Um, it's actually direction. WebSocket. Okay. Change that to volatility pause of 2 minutes here. Okay, now let's run them both. It's because I already have a cooldown. Pausing for 2 minutes, pausing for 2 minutes. Beautiful. Okay, sick, dude. So it's gonna pause for 2 minutes and we're just gonna let it pause there. And that's fire. So let's see what else we need to do today. Well, first off, I want to look through this stuff. Skip this version. I want to see what's going on in Solana world. What's up, bro? All right, so let's see what this is looking like. What's up, SRC? How you doing, bro? All right, let's see if there's anything cool in this. Let's open up some of these trenders. Aster unbanged, unbanging the ocean. Pinks. St. Jude's donations. Go donate, fam. If you got cash, go donate. Yo. 777 SRC, good to see you, B. Let's go ahead and look at all these. Oh my God. EVA protocol, 161 MK. Welcome to EVA, the number one lending on Ton. Nah, this ain't it. This isn't real. Not real. Why would they launch on Solana? Why would they ever launch on Solana is the question. Okay, so I've got that figured out, dude, and extended rolling, Pacifica rolling. Oh, I do want to make that video, but that's internal. You've never heard me say that before, but that's internal. That's an internal video, dude. That's an internal video. Can't show you that one. I would. It's just gonna drop a bunch of keys and stuff. It's the problem. The keys, the keys, the keys. Can't be dropping the keys, dude. Can't be dropping the keys. Well, when should I do that? Should I do that before? What up, Avax? How you doing, bro? 777. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's keep looking through these here. Unbagged, unbagging the ocean. What does that mean? $3,000 bags for $1 soul. One every soul, one soul in fees, 3,000 bags. Okay. That's cool. I hope that works. Pinix. Liquidity, market cap, 308. The Pinix. The Pinnacle. Moon. Wolfswap.app. Damn, cooked, bro. Streets is cooked. Nothing there for us. Okay, so I looked through that one. Let's see if there's anything else here. No. Dun dun dun. So I got two done today and I'm running them now. Let me go ahead and see if there's any updates to the data because I'm a data dog. I'm tracking the results on a CSV. I know it's boomer of me, but that's okay. It's actually not a CSV, but it's a Google Sheet. Tracking results on the Google Sheet. It's not financial advice though. So whatever I can do, you can do better, but I can't guarantee you can do what I can do. And I can't guarantee that I can do what Jim does, but I'm gonna keep striving till I do. Bunch of risk in this game, as you know, traders lose. The best loser wins, matter of fact. The best loser wins. Dun, dun, dun. Did you hear that? The best loser wins. Extended doing something. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I think I want to track this as well. Why wouldn't I? Yeah. This equals sum of that plus that. Sum of those two plus sum of those two. But this equals that. Okay, so that's the overall. That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. Pacifica here. Let's go to now. Okay, okay. We'll see how this goes. I'll let it run for 12 hours maybe. API disabled. How does it get leaked? That's my question. OpenAI.com. So I got a leak or something. I wanted to look into those pump funds again as well. Can you walk me through the process of changing my environment variables on verse cell and then pushing a new build with those new environment variables without having to just doing it all on Vercel? I just did it the other day. Just show me short, concise. I want to look into that as well. I want to use the website, not the CLI. Okay, let's go to OpenAI. Let's go log in here. API plat. Okay, API keys. Create new. This will be called Luxy. Create. Copy. Let's go to Vercel. So open project settings, production, preview, environment variables. Okay. Let's go ahead and say edit environment variable. Let's go ahead and hit save. Pick the scope, production, preview, or development. Click save and then redeploy. Redeploy. Redeploy, please. View deployment. Oh, it's taking a little bit of time. That's right. $52. Let's see if my GitHub, maybe my GitHub is leaking it. No, it's not even on this GitHub. That's the thing. See if it's been redeployed yet. Yes, it got redeployed. Perfect. So let's go to Luxy AI. Nice. Fixed. Da-da. Okay, so all right. I want to look into these real quick. And let's see, pump fun streams or streams. Pump fun. Pump fun streams. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it. Look at each of these. Oh, dang, they don't. Pump bets. I don't even know why I have that one on there. As a US citizen, what is the safest way to launch a stream on Pump Fun? In order to have a Pump Fun stream, you have to essentially have a token. And I'm not sure about the regulatory aspects of having a token unless we do it in a very certain way where I don't own any, I won't buy, sell any. There's not going to be buybacks. There's not going to be promises of anything in the future. This is how we've talked about it before, is the safest way possible to do it is that way. It's just don't own it, don't promote it. I want you to give me the percentage risk here, 1 out of 100%. 100% being the most sketch risk, highest risk thing ever for a US citizen. I just want to be as chill as possible. And then on top of that, I want you to think through this idea. All of them go to zero. All the pump fund streams go to zero. So this makes me initially feel bad for half the people that are going to lose, at least because, trading is PvP. So that makes me very cautious of doing this because all the charts are downwards. People launch their stream and then the price goes up and then they go straight down. I'm going to avoid price talk. If I did this, I would not talk about price. I would not buy back. None of that. No promotion, no owning it, no selling it, no trading it for me, just so I can stay as clean as possible. But since they all go to zero eventually, half of the people are inherently going to lose. That being said, I was thinking about it, and having a market around a specific topic or a stream might make more sense. So each day I stream and it's a new topic. So each day could be a new pump fun stream. So there would be no like Moondev token. There'd be no Moondev stream. It'd be like today is about hyperliquid trading bots. The next, and that's a new stream, new token. And now that I think about it, true fans, if they did want to trade this, which I'm not saying to trade it, I just want to have it to be able to stream. True fans will be at the streams early, and since all of the price charts typically show a big pop the first day and then just slowly downhill, true fans will actually be that 50% of winners typically, as long as they sell. If all of the charts look like a big pop and then down. So I had this thought, and if I had a new stream for each, or a new pump fund token for each stream, then that 50% of winners will be my true fans typically, while the losers will be the the pump fund gamblers that are going to gamble on anything anyways. To this point, I haven't launched a pump fund stream because I've been worried about my audience. But that thought came to me the other day that since all of them go up and then dwindle down, if you're a true follower, you'll be there in the start. And the only people that will lose are the degenerates that are already on pump fund just trying to like gamble on things. And the addition of me making a new pump fund for each stream might make this a less bad feeling venture. Regardless, the pump fund ecosystem and streaming there is like so aligned to trading bots and algo trading. Everybody's asking me to launch a pump fund stream. So I'm getting a ton of demand. I just need to make sure that it's super white hat legal, very, very low risk of anything whack happening. There's so many people launching these pump fund streams from the US now. So I'm not like a first mover or anything. Our president has a meme coin. This meme coin of mine would be not a Moondev coin, but it would be a pump fund stream per stream. So if I stream every single day, it'd come out to be like 300 different tokens, showing that they are truly just collector's items and there's no utility to them, but that token is also where the hosted stream is. And I'm an algo trader. I'm focused on building trading algos, and I show a lot of good juicy stuff on my streams, and people always ask for replays of my streams. Well, the replay is there, so it's on that token. This is just an idea I want to think through with you. Go ahead and answer the first part about legalities, percentages, and then the second part about launching a bunch of them, maybe hundreds over the year. So it's just like very clear these are like per stream. There's no value accruing here. There's no distributions, buybacks, none of that. Okay, go ahead. All right, dude. So I was asking something like this earlier on this chat and it reminded me of that. Because once I saw this lady launch, I'm just like, okay. What's her name? Unchained. She's in the US and I feel like she's pretty conservative. Not as in like conservative, politics. I don't know what her stance is, but she's not like a degen. But look at this chart, dude. That's the thing that scares me. But true fans, you get here minute one, there's an opportunity there too. That's what low key in my mind kind of justified it to me. It's like, okay, well, degens are going to lose their money if they try to degen when it's up here, but true followers actually might do all right, but neither of you should be buying it. I don't know. It's just so weird, dude. So weird. I just need clarity. I need clarity. That's why I don't push the boundaries like that, because I want to see what the actual rules are. Okay, so this one looks to be coming back a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. Tech lead. This was a good example. Dev bot. Vibe coding meta was another good example. Damn, dude. See, that's rough. That's rough. I know everybody's asking me to launch one, but it's just like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do a down only anything. Moose. Okay, this one was atrocious as well. Sheesh, dude. Stream season. He's got like the biggest audience, and he can't even keep the chart up. This just doesn't make sense to me. How is that other YouTuber George streaming coin at 80 M and ZS backers is at 1.3? Bagger got no motion or what? Coin is that? He can send us a 50 million if he wants to. How is this guy? It's going. You are messing. Okay, I want to read what she said because this is interesting. Got it. I'll keep this tight and practical. Legal enforcement at risk in U.S. citizen. You create a pump fund token coin solely to unlock streaming. Zero ownership. No buybacks. No perks. Airdrops. No promises. No price talk. None of that, dude. None of that. And guess what? This is not financial advice. Please pause the video and read that. Seriously, for real, for real, for real. Thank you. Okay, so my risk score is 25 to 30% out of 100%. Why not zero? Even with perfect behavior, you're launching a tradable asset that lives or dies by your ongoing effort/content. That can still create an expectation of profit from your efforts. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that. If any of the below creep in, risk jumps quickly. Holder rewards, airdrops, revenue shares, buybacks, future benefits, recurring distributions will create value. None of that. Touting implicit promotion, linking, call to actions, join my coin, undisclosed benefits. So recurring distributions will create value. Narratives have already drawn charges. Okay, let's read into that. That's interesting. Because I'm not going to do any of that. Sorry. Touting implicit promotion, linking call to actions, join my coin. Okay. Kardashian, even if you're unpaid. Airdrops, even free. Offers sales. Platform facts that matter. Pump Fund live stream requires a coin page. You create, attach a coin, and then create live stream. That ties your content to a tradable token by design, which is why risk can't be zero, even with clean behavior. Not legal advice, just a conservative US-centric risk read based on recent SEC positions. Part 2, a new token. Oh, damn, it's higher than baseline. All right. Never mind. I'm out. A repeated pattern of issuance plus your brand at the center looks like an ongoing distribution scheme where outcomes hinge on your continued efforts, content cadence, audience attention. That's closer to the kind of reliance on the promoter's efforts the SEC focuses on. Even if you never launch or touch the tokens, prior SEC NFT cases target the promoter/effort narratives, not just explicit profit promises. Ethics and consumer angle. You already observed the typical chart pop and bleed. Launching hundreds doesn't change the payoff distribution. It arguably amplifies retail harm exposure and reputational risk, even if you refrain from price talk. Tax ops side, even with no ownership, any platform creator fees or non-cash benefits to you can still be taxable income. If you still want the lowest risk pump fund path, goal, keep it as close as possible to collectible page that happens to host a stream, not an investment program. Zero economics to holders, no airdrops, no unlocks, no discounts, no rev share, none of that. Zero personal exposure, zero supply to you, zero solicitation, do not link to the trading UI. Access parity, stream simultaneously on normal venues like YouTube and Twitch, making clear that tokens required to watch you is not required to watch you. Hard disclaimers. Nuke price talk. Yeah, 25 to 35% risk is too high for me, fam. So if it was like 4 to 6% risk, I would consider it, but I'm not risking a 25 to 35% risk on anything. Sorry. Stream everywhere, skip the token entirely. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, a 25 to 35% risk is way too high for me. I don't think anything is worth 25 to 35% risk of these things. So, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna launch it. I'm not gonna launch any tokens ever because, or until the US makes it super clear that it's fair to do that. Thank you for your analysis. The um, the analysis you gave me led me to the conclusion that it'd be best to just keep streaming elsewhere, YouTube and Twitch. That's perfectly fine for me. No need to be on Pump Fund. If there's a 25 to 35% risk, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Send it in. Just send it in, you know. You know. Just send it in, bro. Totally with you. That's a wise call. Zero token equals zero, near zero headache. Here's the clean path. Your goals, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, I don't need any of this, but I don't have a token and I won't launch one. Quick reminder, everybody. I don't have a token and I won't launch one. Please don't buy anything on this stream. No investment advice, no price talk. Let's keep it about building and learning. If you want to actually learn how to automate your trading, I have the boot camp. That's the only thing I sell. Show you step by step how to automate your trading. Okay, so I think Pump Fun is cooked, or the stream feature. I'm sure they'll keep cooking somehow. Um, I think I gotta go because I gotta make this video, dude. And I should probably just do it now because I got the call in about an hour. Got the call in about an hour. And I'm really excited about this. Dun 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 dun. I'm really excited about this what I'm about to build. So, well, I've already built it in my mind. I just have to help my team build it too. So I'm gonna get Ghost and I'll show you everything except this. Come back tomorrow. I'll tell you about it. How about that? I just can't show you my keys and stuff. I'll be back tomorrow, of course. Of course I will be.